Hey guys, I'm Matt Griffith with Roofing Business University, and in this video I want to talk to you about roofing referrals and how to gain them. So referrals in general are gold. So out of all your different lead sources, they're going to be the ones that you put the least amount of effort in to get, and they're going to be the ones that convert at the highest rate. And all that means is more time and money in your pocket. So I've broken this down into two separate parts. The part one is going to be the foundation, part two is actual execution. So the first part of that is doing a great job. If you come in and you royally screw up a job, nobody is going to give you a referral and subject their friends and family to that type of quality. So you got to make sure that the job goes well. And let's talk about what that means. Most contractors think that a quality job is installing the roofing system and making sure that it's on there correctly and that it doesn't leak. So it's much more than that. The communication and cleanup are two huge aspects of that job that customer is going to look at and judge you on primarily. It's like most times they're not getting up on the roof with you and checking out to see if that job was done correctly. They're judging you on, did you have great communication and was the cleanup really well? Especially at the end of the job. It's the last thing that they're going to experience right before that you guys part ways. So if they go out and they find 100 nails and they got some dogs and they got some kids, they're going to have a deep emotional connection in a bad way to your company. So you got to make sure that the job goes well. But let's talk about if the job doesn't go well, because you're not SOL. So if the job doesn't go well, you have to respond well. Some of the best clients that we've had, the people that we've got the most referrals from, are people that the job started off rocky or something happened, whether it was inside of our control or not, and we responded really well, and we showed them that we weren't in a lurch, we weren't gonna leave them, so it's really the character that came through in our company that made sure to give that person that security. If you get on a job and it goes well, they might think, well, what happens if it doesn't go well? Because that was easy. But if it goes bad, or you have a hiccup inside of your job and they see how you respond to it and you surpass their expectations, then they're gonna feel extra confident because they know if on another referral, on a friend and family, if something comes up, you're going to respond really well. So that's the foundation. If the job doesn't go well, you got to respond well. So let's talk about the actual execution on gaining those referrals. Number one is being genuine. Now if you've secured the job, you probably already are genuine, but make sure that is coming through, that you're having a genuine, connection with these people and that it doesn't turn into just salesy, or after you sell the job, you just totally fall off. Because that will leave somebody feeling abandoned. It happens all the time. They feel used. So make sure that you're genuine and you keep that connection all the way through. Number two is developing a relationship beyond just roofing. Okay, so people are going to help people that they like. So they need to figure out who you are as a person and these other connections outside of just what you're going to be doing roofing wise with them, sports teams that they like, hobbies that you have, experiences that you've gone to traveling wise. All of these things are going to deep root and cement that connection with that client. So people all like people that are like them. So if you try to find commonalities, with that individual by asking a lot of questions, and then when you find those commonalities, go deep on them. That's really going to cement and make sure that person has a strong emotional connection with you and is really willing to help you out. So number three is planting the seed early. Too many people come in and, right at the end of the job, they say, hey, do you have any referrals? And then they go ahead and they take off. So what you need to do is right at the beginning of the job, even before you've done it, is plant the seed and let them look for other opportunities and ways for them to help you, because when you put people on the spot, it usually doesn't go extremely well. You're going to gain a lot more traction if you plant that seed early and then you review it with them as time goes on, because they're going to have conversations and it's going to be in the back of their mind with neighbors and friends and family. So don't just do it last minute and expect to get a ton of referrals. The number four thing is ask for their help. Now this is huge. People really want, if you come in and you say, hey, it would be really great if we got some referrals, and that's the extent of the conversation, and then you're out, it doesn't really sit well with people. Or people will say, well, sure, if I come across somebody, But when you have a conversation like, this was really going to help me out. I'm trying to hit these goals. I'm in this area, I need 5 more people, and we're a small business, or I'm just out here doing this on my own, or what other type of reality that you can bring into that conversation. You want to make sure that you're asking for their help and make sure that it's a deep emotional connection, because people are willing to help you if you ask for their help. If you just say, hey, this would be great if this happened, then they're not going to have that deep of a connection with it. And the last thing is a small unexpected gift. Now, we found that works extremely well. So right at the very end of the project, after you have a really good emotional connection, a lot about these people, and they've, maybe they have helped you out or not, but by, bringing something, whether it's a bottle of wine if they drink wine, or some beer if they drink beer, or a small $50 gift card to like one of their favorite restaurants, it just really leaves that job with a big emotional connection, for you, and make sure that they're going to be top of mind. It's like most other contractors are not caring enough or listening enough. They're kind of on to the next one, and that is just a really great touch to leave that project with. So this has been Roofing Referrals by Roofing Business University. Go ahead and subscribe and like the video below. To check out, this is just all the basics. To check out our very in-depth, over 40 video training program, go ahead and hit the link below and it'll take you to our website and you can learn more about us and set up a call. Thanks, guys.